Yo, 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 what do we got? Some reports here. Ado modernized his Air Force with new planes? Awesome! Sordland's Minister of Defense, General Iosif Lancia, is reporting we have received supplies and new aircraft from Ado. A while ago, we got a report in our Dottie things over here that said we had updated aircraft. I wonder if this is it. They just didn't have them coincide when we got notified. Equipped with modern avionics, more accurate radar-guided gun sights, a superior weapons loadout, the Sordland S-16 supersonic jet fighter gives our air forces a decisive edge in aerial combat. Their speed and maneuverability are exceeding our pilots' expectations. They are nicknaming these new aircrafts as Arcasian Hornets. That's good news. The will of the state. Is that Seoul? Is that us? Is it the assembly? Is it the people? Once again, we're projected to have good economic growth. I don't think this thing matters at all. Let's see. Schedule for the Alliance of Nations session. That's like the UN, I believe. According to the dates outlined, Sordland 1 is being prepared for a flight to Constantium Karut. Hey, that's where that reporter was from. Minister of Foreign Affairs, David Wissey, will be attending the session as well as accompanying Mr. President on the flight. Oh, we gotta go do UN shit? I don't want to do that. Fuck that. What do we got in the news? Ado influence. Sordland's energy market in flux. Following Sordland's joining Ado, the nation's energy market is experiencing notable shifts influenced by the alliance's market dynamics. While the enhanced access to diverse energy resources and technologies could potentially bolster our energy sector, concerns persist about foreign influence and the loss of market autonomy. Oh, and this is news about everybody's gonna meet at the Alliance of the Nations or UN. I don't want to go do that. I don't care about that. We have problems at home. The Mercopian Champions Cup. I don't want to go soccer. Today, the management of FC, the football club Enrica, had invited me to attend a pivotal football match. At Lucian's urging, I accepted. No, I would not. I don't care. I don't even care if it gets me reelected. I don't want to go watch soccer. I don't want to be bored. I can be bored at home. The team was representing Sordland in the international arena. According to Lucian, it would have been unpresidential not to put in an appearance. Why would I go if everybody hates me? Are they going to just be like, fuck Anton Rayne? No. FC Enrico was finally in the Mercopian Champions Cup, the most prestigious football tournament in the world. For the first time ever, a Swedish team had managed to qualify for the knockout phase. Millions of Swedish people were waiting to watch Football Club Enrica compete against the legendary Rizian team, Real Montaklar. Despite all odds being stacked against the team, the mood was full of hope. A win today would bring Enrica to the quarterfinals, the feat that no Swedish team had ever managed to achieve. We, of course, all presidents of Sordland, current and former, were invited to watch the historic competition. Be careful, if you let Ewald Alfonso in, he might live here forever because he's broke as fuck. And we gotta see Seoul. I don't want to do this. Can I just skip this? I literally do not want to be here. I see no purpose for us to be here. I was told that both Tarkin Seoul and Ewald Alfonso would be joining me in the lounge reserved for us. How are you feeling, sir? I'm fine, Lucian, thank you. We made our way towards the Maroon Stadium. The arena was situated in one of the most crowded quarters of Enrica, surrounded by dense urban development. As we wound our way through the streets, I noticed the name of Tarkin Seoul everywhere. Since I'd last been here, markets, restaurants, and even pubs named after the colonel had all popped up. Why is Enrica so crazy about Seoul all of a sudden? I noticed it as well. I heard it is part of an ad campaign for Enrica, an attempt to draw tourists, or at least Soulist ones, to the city. Seoul's legacy still lives on for millions after all. Lucian's pocket radio crackled. After responding, he turned to me. Sir, the security gave us the clear and informed us that Target Seoul has already arrived at the lounge. Lucian, do you hate me? Is this why you scheduled this for me? Good luck. I know he's quite the imposing presence. Please follow the guards to the top floor. You will be seated in the VIP lounge. Very important Paul lounge. Oh, man. You got any advice before I go do this? Is this because I didn't pick you for VP? You know the guest of honor more than I do, sir. If all else fails, just focus on the match. It shouldn't be difficult. But I didn't. All the times when there was soccer news, I ignored all of it because I don't like soccer. So I don't know anything about the team or who's good. Even just the fact you are here will surely help our campaign image. Will it? What about Gelsword fans? I hope they don't hold it against me. I followed the security. We entered beneath a giant sign that said, "Welcome to the Hall of Martyrs." Well, that seems like a fun place. Just leave me here. The corridors inside were painted almost completely in maroon. Adorning them were various depictions of the Swordish goat and numerous jerseys, awards, and team photographs. On our way up, I was greeted by the president of the club. Beaming with pride, he immediately shook my hand. Behind him, Mayor Curtin Leste and Gus Manger were waiting to greet me as well. All of them had Football Club and Rika pins attached to their collars. I hate Lucien right now. I do not want to see Sesti. We've not seen him, I don't think. Wait, we saw him at one other gathering. The big one you'd remember him from was when my wife interrupted his speech. And then Manger has been like a piece of shit, like in bed with the oligarchs. And obviously Ewald I'm not a fan of, and I'm not a fan of Sol. Welcome to Enrica, Mr. President. You're always welcome here in Enrica, and it's great to see your support in person. Thanks for being here. This match means a lot for all of us Enricans.
In all of Sordland, never before has the Swordish team reached this stage in the Mercopin Cup.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to be here in Enrica, y'all. So happy. Could have been at home with my wife.
Thanks for coming.
Maybe she would have said that to me. The president of the club walked in, handed us gift bags full of Football Club and Rika merchandise, and gave a speech stressing the importance of today's match. After delivering his best wishes, he kindly pointed us towards the lounge, which was surrounded by heavily armed men. Once I finally found myself inside, I was greeted by an amazing view of the entire pitch through floor-to-ceiling windows. Tarkin Sol was already seated on the leather sofa, casting his hawk-like gaze out onto the field. He did not react when I entered. I think the last time I saw him was in the bathroom at the movie theater. Well, we seem to be crossing each other's paths on the oddest of occasions. Tarkin Sol leaned on his cane and turned his head to look at me.
Movies and football. Well, a retired man like me has earned the right to a little leisure. You, though...
Hey, Sol, I'm about to be retired in like a month or two, whenever the election is. He smiled at me and gestured at the vacant spot beside him.
Please, join me.
I approached the sofa and sat next to him.
I didn't expect you to show up today.
Yeah, blame Lucien for that.
It's heartening to see you're a supporter of Football Club Enrica and Swordish sports.
I didn't know you were a football fan, Mr. Sol.
You know, I couldn't miss this historic moment.
He gestured to Football Club Enrica's pin on his suit lapel. Am I gonna say we're on the same side? Nah, I'm happy to see you so excited, sir. You're not gonna live forever, so it's good to see that before you die, you're enjoying these moments.
I'll be more excited when our boys win. Tell me, is everything faring well after the defeat of your reforms, Mr. Rayne?
I could say you won, no need to rub that in my face. I don't know. I could say I've not changed it, but I've done my best. I feel like that's lame. We've done our best, but yeah. I could say that's nothing for you to worry about. I'm just gonna be honest. I'll admit the term could have gone better.
We cannot reverse time.
He sighed.
Despite all the warning signs, you adamantly followed your own pig-headed vision for Sordland. You continued on the path that Ewald Alfonso started, obliterating our economy and throwing the nation into a quagmire of poverty and depression. And you are turning Sordland into a puppet for superpowers to play with.
Well, you know what, Sol? Good luck undoing it. Good luck undoing the equality for women. Good luck undoing the equality for bloods. Good luck undoing the fact that we are in bed with Ado. I may not survive, but a lot of those changes have a strong chance of surviving.
I never would have thought I'd live to see Sordland invaded by imperialists, especially at the invitation of a Swordish president. I'm warning you, Anton, the path you have chosen will only bring about exploitation and abuse.
Your whole system was exploitation and abuse. I don't know, man. I could say I'm not here to listen to your criticism. True, but I don't really care. He can criticize. Why not? We can shoot the shit, bro. I could be like, my path is my own to tread. Tempting. I could say, I beg to differ. I could say, no superpower can match the amount of abuse you've... No, I'm gonna beg to differ. I'm gonna be civil. Not even because I want to be. It's just because... Why? It's not like I'm gonna stand up to him and defeat him. I understand your concern, sir, but I'd beg to differ.
In any case, none of that really matters anymore. All incompetent leaders get what's coming to them in the end, yourself included.
Wait, is he threatening me? I could say, I will not give in to your threats! I don't think he's threatening me. He's not asking for anything. I can say, whatever you say, I respect you. I don't respect him. I can say, we want to watch in silence. No, I don't want to watch the soccer at all. So I will stand up to him. I'd rather have a fight with him than have to watch a soccer game. I will not give in to your threats. Are you threatening me? A sudden burst of cheering from the stadium made both of us look out the window. The players had begun walking onto the field. It hasn't even started yet. Oh.
Look, Mr. Rayne, it's starting.
He pointed directly at a group of Football Club Enrica fans who stood up holding colored boards, creating a massive illustration of Tarkin's soul. Under the portrait, the bottom row of boards slowly revealed the words, "Welcome home, Colonel." I'm just gonna keep watching.
As if plastering my name everywhere in the city wasn't enough, I suppose I'm flattered.
Another group of fans raised their boards to reveal a silhouette of the famous Hall of Warriors, a Markian-era architectural ruin in Enrica, with Tarkin's soul in front of it. I'm kinda have my schadenfreude enjoying the fact he doesn't enjoy this. As the players of the real Monteclar lined up in the middle of the field, Football Club Enrica fans started chanting, "We'll eat you whole for Colonel Soul!" Right after the refugees signaled the start of the match, the door behind us closed with a thud. Hey, Soul, look at this loser coming in. He's as broke as me! Well, Colonel, how do you feel about Enrica's new poster boy? It looks like he's working well for the city, and if you moved back home, I'm sure you'd get free meals and drinks everywhere you went. Ewald probably needs free drinks and meals. We're gonna need them too when we're done being president. Ewald Alfonso quickly walked up to the sofa, shook our hands, and sat next to us, smiling as he did so. I'd like to imagine he's in a tuxedo, but it's like patched and got holes because he has to wear it everywhere.
Ha! You know, I never had a strong connection to this place. Mr. Lesty should have asked my permission before using my name to market this city.
Oh, it was actually Gus Manger's idea. Oh my god, Soul! Do you not like Manger? I don't like Manger. Maybe we'll have something in common here.
Ugh, why am I not surprised? He's full of ideas, your Mr. Manger, except when it comes to the job he's actually supposed to be doing.
No need to be so dismissive. Gus has proven himself time and time again. His work rejuvenated Swordist industries, and without him, Enrica wouldn't be the city it is today. Oh, it's really rejuvenated the country? I thought we were in a Great Depression. I'm gonna be honest. Honestly, working with Gus has been nothing but a disaster.
All of the man's so-called accomplishments have been purely accidental.
Me and Soul are on the same page. You say that, Mr. Soul, but Mr. Manger is a respectable professional who actually loves this country. You means he loves making you rich until I broke both of you by not bailing your incompetent asses out?
More like an errand boy doing the bidding of those who line his pockets.
Soul's right. Soul's right. Alfonso sighed. I don't intend to take on the role of his personal spokesman. You know, I was in Rizia a few days ago to meet with our energy partners. I was happy to find out that the royals over there appear to be in favor of pursuing friendlier relations with Sordland. Why are you meeting with them? Aren't they mad at you that you bankrupted the company that they invested in? I still don't think they will do anything to harm their connection with Rumberg, but cooperating with them was the right call.
You're fond of the monarchists now, Ewald? They must have been filling your pockets with Rizian gold.
Alright, this was worth coming to the soccer match. This is a way better match, watching the other two presidents go at it. For dash sake, Mr. Soul, try to see the positive in what I do for once.
How about you claim responsibility for once? It is your fault that the giant Legasm was brought to the brink of collapse.
More than the brink, it did collapse. Ooh. I've done ever.
Admit it, it was too much of a responsibility for you. A man with your profit-focused mentality should have never been given the keys to such a vital sector.
Ewald's upper lip curled. What the hell, game? I can say it's good to see the positive results of their investment, but Gasm went bankrupt. And we've not seen anything about them being restructured and saved. In fact, we've seen, reading about Ewald Alfonso, that he lost everything and supposedly disappeared, historically. You know what? Mr. Sol is not wrong. You're always looking for someone else to blame, Ewald. Out of the three of us, you're the worst guy here. Wait, maybe Sol did commit some human atrocities. I don't know. Gentlemen, please, let's not go that far. Just then, Football Club Benrica's star midfielder made a breakaway down the field. The crowd erupted into cheers as the ball was passed from player to player, each touch bringing it closer to the goal. Look, we're gonna score!
Too predictable, they won't make it past the other team's defense.
As if on cue, Real Montalca's defense made a crucial block, sending the ball back down the field. This is soccer. It's mostly watching people just run back and forth and nothing happens. Like, if we were watching hockey, at least if nobody was scoring, we could watch people get slammed into the boards. Well, at least as long as we were watching American or Canadian teams. I could be like, are you a Real Montalca supporter, Colonel? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be like, are you so negative? I don't care. With your strategy skills, you should have been a football coach, Colonel.
Don't make me laugh.
Alfonso turned to me. How about you, Mr. Rayne? It's been a while since we last met. Is everything going well at the palace? No. He's got to know it's not. It'd be a lie if I said it was going great. It ain't. I completely understand what you mean. Remember, Ewald Alfonso lost the presidency because he did an awful, awful job. Suddenly, a huge roar shook the stadium. The crowd was in a frenzy as Football Club Enrica finally got the ball past the dominating Rizian defenders. Considering that the country is getting mired in an internal conflict, you seem almost too composed and calm, Mr. Rayne. What else am I supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to be running around screaming? I could say it's under control. It's not. I'm not going to say don't underestimate the power of the government. I'm not. I'm just going to be, I'm just going to be straight. What would you have me do? There's nothing I can do about that anymore. Just then, Montalca midfielders executed an incredibly fast counterattack, scoring a goal that put them ahead in just a few seconds. It looks like our team's losing. Sordland side of the stadium fell completely silent. It was bad luck getting a top-tier Rizian team as our opponent. Hey, if we lose, I don't have to probably go to any more of these games. I still applaud our guys for giving their best. Not even Football Club Gelsern has ever come this far in an international tournament. I could say I don't care about this, but I could say it's like politics. Sometimes it's all about luck. I could be like, why are you changing the topic? I'm not gonna do that. Football is like politics. Sometimes it's all about luck. It's not about luck, it's about money. Oh yes, that's gonna make Sol mad.
Sadly, money is still the only thing you care about.
The only noise that could be heard from the stadium was the shouting from the Rizian side, Monteclar! Monteclar! All eyes were glued on the scoreboard as the new score appeared. Football Club Enrica 0, Real Monteclar 1. From that moment on, we turned our complete attention to the match in front of us. No! I want to watch these two guys fight some more. The Rizian players kept dominating the field. The referee blew the whistle. It was halftime. Oh, that was rough. We heard a noise from above us. A Zeppelin was flying over the stadium with a giant poster hanging beneath it. I bet it's going to be of Sol. I noticed that it was an advertisement for the Alfonso Foundation. At the center of the poster stood Ewald Alfonso, portrayed with a warm smile and a twinkle in his eye. In his outstretched hand, he held a whimsical compass, glowing with a soft golden light. Surrounding him were people from all walks of life and cultures. The tagline, written in elegant and uplifting typography, was prominently displayed at the bottom. Alfonso Foundation, bringing hope to those in need, one act of kindness at a time. Wait, now you're asking for donations at football matches? How does a nonprofit even afford this ad? I'm not even asking this to slam you. I'm doing my best to increase our exposure and to help the homeless of the country. This isn't some commercial advertisement. Truth is, a lot of nonprofits waste their money. A lot of CEOs at nonprofits in real life make massive amount of money, live in mansions, and waste money that gets donated. Just then, the speakers in the stadium started playing a sound recording in full volume. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you a message from the Alfonso Foundation, dedicated to spreading kindness and hope to the less fortunate. Picture a Sordland where compassion shines brighter than the stars in the night sky, where the power of generosity uplifts those who needs it most. That Sordland can exist thanks to the Alfonso Foundation. Are you running for president again? Led by the charismatic and esteemed President Ewald Alfonso, this foundation is on a mission to make a difference in the lives of our fellow citizens, one act of kindness at a time.
You call this kindness?
Every Sordish Ren that you donate to the Alfonso Foundation helps us provide food, shelter, and chance for a brighter future to those without a home, without hope. That might be money just for Alfonso, because he lost all that money when Gansum with tits up. Thanks to the donations of President Ewald Alfonso and thousands of Sordish citizens, the Alfonso Foundation has already lifted hundreds out of homelessness.
A couple of hundred? Congratulations to you both! This is how Sordland will eradicate poverty.
Won't you join us in this noble endeavor? Call the number 1-600-ALFONSO to make your contribution today. Your support will help us extend a helping hand to those in need. The recording ended with a few seconds of upbeat, jazzy background music that slowly faded out. What the hell was that? What's wrong?
Alfonso, are you not ashamed? Instead of planning a proper affordable housing program, you're spending your time with crap like this? Is this your way of personal redemption? Spending a few rens out of your billions and portraying yourself as their savior?
Why did the game tell us in the other thing that we know Alfonso's broke? Unlike you, Mr. Soul, I'm not portraying myself as a hero here. I retired from politics just like you did, and now I'm using my clout to help the poor. What's so wrong about this?
You know I never called myself a hero, Ewald. It was my supporters who portrayed me as one. Don't spin the truth.
Maybe they didn't have any other choice back then. Wait, is that even true, Soul? Are you denying you did nothing to construct a cult of personality?
I didn't need to build a cult for myself, Mr. Rayne. I built a republic.
You rebuilt it in your own vision. Tarkin's Soul locked his gaze at Ewald.
Are you still sore about the party giving you a hard time after I left? Admit it, Ewald. You never could accept being a less popular leader. You hated living under the shadow of what I built.
Well, I'd like to point out, I very much have accepted that I'm not a popular leader, you know, if that makes me popular here. It is true, I did hate working inside your shadow empire, but I succeeded in dismantling a lot of those obstacles you laid out for me and opened the way for reforms, but you never let the party go free.
So, it was I who controlled each and every member? I was behind every problem you faced within the USP? Do you really believe that?
You are the founder of the party, Mr. Soul. Don't even try to deny your influence over it. Soul did come over to try and kill our constitution when we wanted to change things. I still remember how the party became divided after you stopped supporting me. It is on them for being blind to the progress we are making. We have the same problem. And we weren't corrupt like Ewald. Soulists still make up the bulk of the USP today. Everyone is aware of your influence, Mr. Soul.
Instead of blaming the party, why don't you take a look at yourselves? That same party has voted me out on their own volition in preferences of the like of you. According to you, their only correct decision must have been to elect you as leader. The rest are completely wrong. You think everything is a problem that is specifically created to block you? Take a look at yourself. You are the personification of what you're trying to criticize.
You may have a point, Mr. Soul, but don't act like you're above all of us. He waved a dismissive hand, as if to brush away the notion. Suddenly, we turned our heads to the field as a massive roar shook the stadium. The second half was already in full swing, and Enrica players were aggressively attacking, weaving in and out of defenders with speed. Oh no, if they win, I might have to go to another game. Oh no. Suddenly, the ball was passed to the famous Swordist striker, Hakon Slater, who was in front of the goal. I noticed Sol shifting in his seat, his gaze suddenly locked on the field. The Swordist crowd went crazy as Slater's powerful shot brought the ball to the back of the Rizian net. Yes! Woot! Ewald jumped from his seat. Suddenly, the cheering was interrupted by a linesman raising the flag, making an offside call.
Bullshit! Bullshit! There was offside!
The referee is trying to sabotage us. No, I'm not going to say anything. I don't got anything to say. I stayed silent.
Halt your endless bickering. The linesman made the right call.
Oh, maybe it's a good thing I kept my mouth shut.
The angle was all wrong. A decision like that shouldn't be made without proper evaluation.
What's next? You're going to install cameras and analyze every position from different angles?
The excitement in the stadium reached a fever pitch as the Swordist striker dribbled the ball past two defenders and took a shot at the goal again. The crowd held its breath as the ball sailed through the air. The Montauk goalkeeper made a miraculous save.
Oh, damn, that was close.
He suddenly pointed to a group of people who were holding signs in the front row.
Do you see that?
It was a group of Enricans who were holding signs that read, "Soldiers, leave your barracks. Colonel's home is in need."
They need to be arrested for putting up such signs.
How liberal of you, Ewald.
I'm going to agree with the Colonel. The Colonel is right. They're free to express themselves. If there's one thing I've fought for in this country, in my pissant administration, it's been freedom.
The contents of that expression seems to be extremely harsh, but fine, suit yourself. It is you they're targeting after all.
Suddenly, a wave of shouting made us focus back on the field, and an Enrican player was shown a yellow card. Only a few minutes left on the clock. It looked as though the match would end with a 1-0 loss for Football Club Enrica. But suddenly, everything changed. Number 10 of Real Montaukler dribbled expertly towards the goal and effortlessly scored as Enrican defenders watched him in shock.
I knew it.
We watched in silence as the scoreboard was modified. Football Club Enrica 0, we lose. And, well, not us, but, our country's team. Real Montaukler 2. The Rizian side broke into massive applause as the referee blew the final whistle.
Well then, that settles it.
We should go down and console the boys.
We left the lounge and went downstairs to congratulate the team for their efforts. Good job, guys. You're a bunch of losers like me. They're like, that's not helping, sir. What do we got in the news? Is it going to be about the match? Heartbreak for Football Club Enrica. Whatever. They'll get over it. Hey, at least they made it to the game. At least they made it to the game, right? They gotta have a special moment. Not everybody wins the Super Bowl or the World Cup or whatever. Despite the heartbreak, Enrica's journey to the Mercopian Cup was nothing short of inspiring. They captured the nation's imagination with their exceptional performances and united the country behind their football prowess. President Rayne conveyed his unwavering support and admiration for the team after the match. That's my legacy. Nice job, y'all. Uh-oh, there's something on the world stage? I guess we'll deal with that next time. Oh, wait, no, that's the UN type thing. Oh. I'll see you next time, I guess.